When the SA80A1 entered British military service during the 1980s, it was expected to become one of the most advanced infantry rifles in NATO. Its compact Bullpup design promised the firepower of a full-length rifle in a shorter, more maneuverable package. Defense officials viewed it as a symbol of modern British engineering and military self-sufficiency. Yet beneath the promising appearance lay serious flaws that would soon emerge during training and operational deployments. Instead of becoming a revolutionary success, the SA80A1 developed a reputation for unreliability that damaged confidence among the soldiers who depended upon it. One of the most serious criticisms involved the rifle's tendency to malfunction under demanding conditions. Soldiers reported stoppages caused by dirt, mud, sand, and harsh environmental factors that military firearms are normally expected to withstand. Reliability is often the most important characteristic of a combat weapon because a malfunction at the wrong moment can have deadly consequences. As reports accumulated from operational units, confidence in the SA80A1 steadily declined. Many troops began questioning whether the rifle could be trusted during prolonged combat situations where dependable performance was absolutely essential for survival. The rifle's reputation suffered further when deployments exposed it to difficult environmental conditions. Dust, sand, and extreme weather created challenges that highlighted reliability concerns. Soldiers often found themselves spending considerable time cleaning and maintaining their rifles to prevent stoppages. While all military firearms require regular maintenance, many troops believe the SA80A1 demanded excessive attention compared with comparable NATO service rifles. These experiences generated frustration among frontline personnel who expected their weapons to function reliably regardless of climate or terrain. Although the SA80A1's Bullpup configuration offered clear advantages in compactness, it also attracted criticism from some soldiers regarding handling and maintenance. The weapon allowed troops to carry a full-length barrel in a shorter overall platform, making it attractive for mechanized infantry and vehicle crews. However, operational experience revealed issues that reduced enthusiasm for the design. Some users found maintenance procedures awkward, while others felt that practical battlefield performance failed to justify the rifle's complexity. As experience accumulated across the armed forces, criticism continued growing despite the weapon's theoretically advanced design. The SA80A1 entered service during a period when many NATO countries fielded increasingly reliable and effective infantry rifles. As British troops worked alongside Allied forces, comparisons became unavoidable. Soldiers observed weapons from other nations functioning effectively under difficult conditions while continuing to encounter problems with their own rifles. Defense analysts also began questioning whether the British program had achieved its intended goals. These comparisons intensified public and military scrutiny, transforming the SA80A1 from a technical issue into a broader debate about procurement decisions, testing standards, and military equipment development. As criticism mounted, British defense authorities launched extensive evaluations to determine the causes of the rifle's shortcomings. Engineers examined numerous components and identified weaknesses affecting reliability, durability, and operational effectiveness. The findings suggested that the issues were not isolated defects, but reflected broader design and manufacturing problems. Correcting these shortcomings would require extensive modifications rather than minor adjustments. The turning point came when German firearms manufacturer Heckler Koch became heavily involved in improving the SA80 platform. Engineers introduced extensive modifications affecting numerous internal components and operating systems. The resulting SA80A2 variant addressed many of the reliability problems that had plagued the original rifle. Testing demonstrated dramatic improvements under adverse conditions, and soldiers gradually reported greater confidence in the upgraded weapon. The transformation was so significant that many observers viewed the improved version as almost an entirely different rifle despite sharing the same basic design heritage. The story of the SA80A1 highlights the difference between a promising concept and a successful battlefield weapon. Innovative features alone cannot compensate for reliability problems that emerge under operational conditions. The rifle's troubled history demonstrated the importance of extensive testing, quality manufacturing, and continuous feedback from frontline troops. Once significant modifications were implemented, the platform eventually achieved a much stronger reputation. However, the original version remained a powerful reminder that military equipment must prove itself under real-world conditions rather than relying solely upon impressive technical specifications. Today, discussions about the SA80 family almost always distinguish between the troubled SA80A1 and the much-improved variants that followed. While later versions earned respect for their reliability and effectiveness, the original rifle continues to be remembered as one of the most controversial service weapons ever adopted by the British Army. Its failures generated important lessons regarding procurement, engineering, and military testing procedures. Although subsequent upgrades ultimately saved the platform, the SA80A1 remains a cautionary example of how even ambitious military projects can struggle when battlefield realities expose weaknesses.